Alrighty guys, so this is just going to be a short little video demonstrating the two newest Supermotion tails I created. As you can see here by looking at this black one, it has a fantastic range of movement, and it responds to how you move your hips with your body. So you can see just by taking a walk, it sways naturally behind you in a very fluid motion. And this is using only your feet to move this thing. It responds with your hip bones. By accentuating your hip movement, you get much more substantial results out of the movement of the tail. You can go for a simple stroll and it will just gently wag behind you. Or you can accentuate your steps with a heel-toe motion to get a far more energetic result. In kind, you can also run with this tail, and it will bounce up and down right behind you, not swinging around and whacking over anything in the area. Bouncing up and down with this one because of the tail blade will also accentuate the movement because it has added weight at the end of it. You can crouch down and the tail will rest gently on the ground and won't fly up uncontrollably. And it's so flexible that you can even drag it around to the front of your body for poses. But simply let it go and whoop! It swings right back to where it belongs behind you. No more crumpled tails for you to trip on. It also hovers slightly above the ground at all times, so you don't have to worry about your tail getting all messy with dirt from walking around, making it perfect for indoors and out. The only real drawback is that you do have a very wide turning radius, so that is something to be wary of. The second tail that I created features a long fin that goes all the way down the base of the tail. This fin does limit the mobility ever so slightly, but as you can see, it still has quite a lot of movement to it. The more hip motion you put in, the more your movement responds. With this tail also, just like all my other tails, you can walk with an accentuated motion and it will sway behind you. Or you can walk with a very casual stance in which you're not putting any hip motion that's unnatural into it, and as you can see, it still moves just like it should. There's a nice little bob to it, it wags a little bit, it makes it look very fluid and natural. You can also run with this tail, and it will swing behind you without taking out anything on the sides. This was a feature that I was very prominent in adding. The more hip movement you use, the more your results vary. As you can see, bending over, the tail doesn't fly up, however it will stick out, so it is important to remember when you turn corners, don't turn too rapidly. Your turning radius is going to be a lot greater than it was before. All of my tails also come featured with an adjustable belt that will go to any waist size. This decreases any use of having to extend fabric or replace it when it wears out. Simply move it to a new hole in the belt whenever you get larger or smaller in your waist size. I also add a bit of a quirky little end to the tail, as you can see here. It's not much, but I think it's a little detail that sort of brings the whole tail to life. If you are interested in ordering something like this, I do sell them. You can contact me via DeviantArt, Facebook, Furaffinity. I have many social medias that you're able to contact me on, which I'll leave in the description below, as well as pop up a couple on screen so you can find me if you're interested. I would be more than happy to make anything for you. If you can imagine it, I'm sure I can try to bring it to life. But I do want to thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave me a like, or even subscribe. It shows me that you guys take an interest in what I'm doing. Thank you all so much, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic life.